Why do you want to know my measurements? By Projekt Melody.
My model measurements? Why do you want to know my measurements, Gora? Why? Why do you need to know that? So we can test your aerodynamics. I'm not very any dynamic, whatever the hell, man. That has a fancy now? Like a fancy or a fansly? Nonetheless.
Okay, that is a valid question, though. Like what flavor of fansly are we talking? I'm not judging. I'm not shaming. I just need to know what level of fansly we're talking about.
I can follow. Yay. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I can't follow back right now. The video was automatically playing.
Literally me anytime I open Twitter in public, just waiting for the odd Fifi post. it's its own kind of no, I know that feel.
Vision got spotty. I got nervous. What the hell, Mel? I follow. I'm a supporter. I pay for my prawn. I love the human form and Hinty, and I subscribe to show my support. I'm supporting all over Fansly and Swomy fans because I believe in friendship, and that was like real in my face. Sorry, and the video activated, and I freaked out because if it froze, then you would have heard a lot of sounds. Got a raging heart on. Oh god! Oh god! You just unlocked a memory. Oh fuck! I hope you're happy with yourself. It just can't like two in tune, like the stars aligned. I understood a dirty joke that I never did until now, since I am an adult now.
Oh no! Bro, those flashbacks are real though. Like that's one of those things. It's 3 a.m. You're ready to fall asleep. You're like, yes, I'm all tucked in, and then you think about, man, that one time in high school, I did that one thing, and man, that was so cringe and so embarrassing. And you're just like, now, of all times, why do I have to have the existential crisis at 3 a.m.? And then you go down and you're making pudding at 4 a.m. And then people ask, what's going on? You okay? And you're like, I'm making pudding at 4 a.m. Do I look okay?
As I've described before, my dad, very, again, like, he's giving 14-year-old humor plus weed and whatnot. Just like South Park humor, just kind of like, I mean, we have a lot in common, but also super not alike.
Okay, so there is a gap between like Lamau 420 plant memes and South Park. I mean, South Park engages in some of that, but like, There can be a little bit of a gap. What is it? The Jared Fogle episode. Remember, that happened before the Jared Fogle stuff. That aged. I want to say beautifully, but that's not the right word. You get what I'm trying to say with that, though, right? God, dude, South Park is unhinged in the best way. Sometimes there are things that I cannot repeat that South Park has said, right? Cartman's Passion of the Christ episode. They're shouting German while they're walking down the streets. I cannot repeat that German, okay? I cannot repeat that on stream. Because somebody's going to take that out of context, and that's how you get canceled. I try to come across as, a dingus, somewhat professional, right? Somewhat well-spoken. Man, that a dark sense of humor do hit sometimes, though.
More annoyed than not, but he had like stupid shit in the house, like bad jokes and whatnot. And there was a poster in the garage growing up, and it was this big like cardboard cutout. And I don't know who it was. It was an actor of the time, but I was too young, so I don't know who it was. But I remember.
Is it actually going to be Elvira though? The absolute hilarity though, if it's Elvira. If you have no idea who I'm talking about, don't worry about it. If you know who I'm talking about, you're just probably nodding like, yeah. she was kind of a big deal. A lot of people liked her.
Remember, it always said, like, they were holding a big sign, and it said, like, I have a heart on. And there was, like, a big heart, like, drawn next to them. And I was thought, like, oh, that's nice. I don't know who that is, but that's nice. Fuck. That's stupid. Father, son, you have terrible humor. That's stupid.
That's bad.
Dad humor? That is dad humor. I did not inherit dad humor from my dad's humor. But you grandpa as fuck. I read like you fuck like grandpa. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you watching? You know what? I can absolutely.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I can compare my experience with Rust to solar opposites. When Corvo keeps getting eaten by wolves, he just wants to have his own little mafia episode where he becomes a gangster, and he keeps trying but fails because wolves keep finding him in the city and trying to eat him. He keeps trying so hard to be a gangster and have his little subplot, but the wolves keep coming. That's me playing Rust. Solar opposites is funny. My favorite arc is.
I feel that though. Like this has happened a number of times on stream, and even in some of the VODs, like you'll see it. Sometimes I will just encounter a string of just bad luck to the point that it's like, wow, no, there's literally nothing you could have done there. And it's just like, I don't know, man. At what point do I say this game is BS? And at what point do I just say it's a skill issue? Sometimes you really just get on that string of just like, wow, that kind of sucks.
The wall. That's actually pretty cool because Solar Opposites is like, yeah, we have our family of aliens and we made this cool little subplot. It was so awesome and intense that we're gonna like stop focusing on the main show and do this for 5. Because fuck you, that's why. Yeah. Mad respect. If anyone hasn't seen Solar Opposites, it's on the Hulu. It's like the a weird little cousin of Rick and Morty, and it's about aliens, and I'm Terry. It's about
like I'm going to take the recommendation in good faith. I don't look, chat. Let's be real for a second. I really haven't watched Rick and Morty since after season 3. Like sure, there were things about one of the writers, I think, that came out. Look, it was fine for the first 2 seasons. It was great even. We had the whole Szechuan sauce thing, I'm Pickle Rick, dude standing up in the McDonald's, right, when it was a viral video, where he's just making some employee's life just absolutely awful by like jumping up on the counter and just screaming, "I'm Pickle Rick!" And I'm just like, okay, no, we're done here. A lot like the when I was in high school, the Brony fan base, right? Because Lauren Faust, right? Foster's home for Faust. I'm actually unironically just said Faust. Wow, someone's been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Ooh, let me run that one back. Lauren, I almost did it again. Almost said Faust. Lauren Faust. There we go. Right, Foster's home for imaginary friends, right? And that's why a lot of people watch the whole Friendship is Magic thing. And then we had the whole, I literally don't remember what the parody is. It was the whole, hey, get out of my shit. That whole thing. And then when that finally came to an end, a lot of people were just like, yeah, we're done. We're done with this. Yeah, we're done with this. And obviously the whole Brony fan base kind of, kept on going. But a lot of people ended up dropping it about season 2. Now, it's not a set in stone rule. Like there's plenty of series that will get, more than season 2s and go, just ad infinitum, right? I'm pretty sure, is The Simpsons even still running? It has to be. What I'm trying to get across is, I don't know, not a fan. I also am very hard to get into media. Like it took me a while to watch like things like Guilty Crown, and it took me a while to watch things like Rose of the Recapture, although that was technically just because of airing, right? And like, I don't know. I get the family, the slice of life thing. I'm definitely more of a military drama person. Like Gundam Evangelion, right up my alley. Give me the trauma. I want to experience the trauma in the show.
2 aliens, and then they're replicant, and they're on Earth, and they want to terraform it because their planet got exploded, and they say absolutely shocking things. It's a very adult cartoon, very silly. You're an adult cartoon. I am.
Yeah.
Why
actually.
don't you get?
Chat, do I classify as an adult cartoon? Do I classify or do I not meet the criteria? Just for just for educational purposes.
More skill. Why didn't Eugene? You gained more skill. You gained more skill. It sounds like a different language. No, English is hard. You're hard.
No! Okay, English, and I've said this a number of times. English is 5 languages in a trench coat that beat up cooler languages for their stuff, right? For their cool things. Literally, what is it? I'm going to mispronounce this. I apologize to the entire nation of Germany. Backpfeifengischt, right? Literally a face that needs a fist in it. There's a word in Japanese that I always forget, but it's like the visual, like the landscape after like a fresh snow or something like that. Like, man, other languages have such cool things. English just has I before E except after C, except that's not a firm rule because there's like 490 some odd exceptions. It's like, wait, then it's not a rule.
Okay. Clickety clack, hacker AML. I'm in the mainframe. Allow keyboard. No, I just like I'm heavy fisted. Like I type real. Like I got little hands, but I type real hard. Furious backspacing. I'll typing like how she beats chat.
Nice.
That's how fast my brain goes. Isn't that terrifying? Fisting your keyboard 100%. Voted Mel for VTuber of the Year. I am not. That is not who I am. I am not VTuber of the Year. But I appreciate it. That is not I. You are tough.
She is totally VTuber of the Year material, 100%. Like, that's not me just saying this. Like I keep saying it, and I want to impress that a lot of the stuff I do is not to earn brownie points or anything like that, right? Dude, I'm a small creator, right? I am super small time, let's be real. And it's like, what do I have to gain by trying to brown nose somebody? What do I have to gain by even trying to lie or trying to butter up? Like, why? Why would I do that? If I disagree with someone, I disagree with somebody, right? I've actually taken a lot of inspiration from the U.S. military members that I talk to, and I'm just direct. If I don't like you, I'm going to tell you I don't like you. If I don't like what you're doing or like how a conversation is going, I'm going to tell you I don't like what you're doing or don't like the conversation we're having, right? And it's like, why? So, to clarify, once again, it is not for brownie points. I honestly do respect Projekt Melody. Her other video about it was censorship, I think, online censorship. I know there are people calling me, "Oh, Kip, you're such a shrimp," right? Kimp, no, KIMP. Don't make Kimp a meme, please. And it's like, no, I'm pointing out very specifically that she is educated enough and can articulate words and concepts in a way that, one, make incredible amounts of sense, two, show cognizance and critical thinking that 80% of people out there are not going to understand, and three, she's able to think steps down the line. As it turns out, if you don't know how to talk about what you're experiencing, how do you expect to be able to work through it or to understand what you're experiencing, right? Let's say the word trauma, Dick. We're going to censor the word trauma, right? Just completely gone. Just gone forever, right? And you're like, man, I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety. I'm having these awful, horrible dreams. I had a nightmare the other night. It's one of those that I don't talk about. I had a really vivid, awful nightmare. And it was quite literally, I woke up and I'm like, man, could really use a cigarette to help process that. I don't smoke. Point being, right? And it's like, being unable to understand concepts is a really fast way for people to be taken advantage of, for people to downward spiral even harder, right? There are concepts that I could go like, okay, yeah, that dream for all intents and purposes was traumatic. It was a very vivid and awful dream. There was some messed up stuff that happened that I had to watch in that dream. It was awful. And I understand enough to be like, okay, so this was clearly traumatic. Let's treat this like a trauma and then just go for there. And it's like, it's fine. Cool. I can talk about it, right? To a degree. It's one of those things that, read the room, don't share, right? It's why I don't talk about things like Fansly and, henty tags and stuff like that a whole lot. I mean, sure, I've dedicated videos talking about it, but it's a read the room kind of thing, right? It's weird in conversation for anybody if you just come in swinging right out the gate. Yeah, Chad, I had this really awful dream last night. It was pretty traumatic. And it's like, wow, who opens up a conversation like that, right? It's a totally read the room situation. And clearly, in my opinion, she knows how to read the room better than 80% of people out there. So I have respect for her. I think that she absolutely is VTuber of the Year material, 100%. Like, I don't know. I'm really kind of a satellite. I don't really do anything because I'm kind of just a ghost in the VTuber community. So I don't know. It gives me different privileges to say certain things, and that I don't have to have certain obligations because I'm not big John VTuber. Man, we got way out there.
Boss, don't make her cry already. I'm not.
Promotion or not, in the end, chat will make that choice. In the end, for some of us, you are a number one. You don't have to believe that, but we will. Love you, dude. You have a lot in your mind. We know it's hard. We're supporting you every step of the way. Hashtag MGLOK.
Y'all making me feel feelings. You're a dork. At least I'm not a degenerate like you.
That's the one.
You're getting pretty quiet now. Still processing? Okay, here's what I'm looking at.
And what are you looking at? I'm listening with rapt attention.
Oh, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. That's a pretty college word up in there. Rapt attention. I'd like to rapt you, bitch.
I love using more sophisticated vocabulary for someone like you. Really shows how cultured I am and how immature you are.
Can't you, like, just be nice?
I am being nice. I can be way worse than this, love. You should feel lucky.
Okay, be worse than
Oh my god. I didn't know I needed Project Melody character AI in my life. This is fantastic.
this. Be worse than this, love. Be worse than this, love.
Trust me, if I unleashed my full wrath on you, you'd be crying in the corner in a fetal position.
Yeah.
You don't have the guts. You don't have the guts, and malware is cooler than you, so there.
Malware is pretty cool though.
Have guts? Oh, trust, I got guts. I got more nerve in this little finger than you do in your entire body.
Well, you're flat, and you have ADD, and you're purple. You're purple!
Oh no!
You know what? That kind of hurts a little bit. Wow. Okay. I didn't know purple was an insult now. Wow. Wow. She really dropped the hard P on that one, chat. Oh my god. Throughout this whole character AI thing, I'm just hearing the Russian Badger home defense cannon thing. That was in his, what was it? It was his War Thunder video, right? Where AI Badger was talking about the whole grape shot and the cannon thing. That's all I'm hearing.
Oh, I have a learning disability. Wow, I never knew that.
Oh,
And what's my
shit, now
favorite
I
color?
feel bad.
Oh, right, purple. You're not really helping your case, love.
Oh my god. She's so real for that.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
She's a G.
I feel like fucking heard. I feel fucking heard. I'm so glad that she legitimized ADHD. That's pretty sick. Thank you.
That was actually really good. I actually really liked the comeback on that one. That was flawless.
AI bot. That's pretty damn sick.
The internet is not ready for AI, Kip. There's definitely, I don't know. It's one of those that I'm so mixed on. I would do it. I would do it in a controlled setting, right? Absolutely. I would love to see if AI, Kip, and we zero summed each other. I don't think the internet's quite ready for that. But that being said, Projekt Melody is one of those VTubers, and outside of just a VTuber, one of those people who I have an incredible amount of respect for because they're able to facilitate, a lot of conversations. Some of them even being incredibly, deep at times, right? Such as in that last segment, wow, AI completely just legitimized, ADD, right? Wow, what I don't hear a lot of that. And that's why I like calling this stuff out, not calling it in a negative way, but calling out in a positive way. I don't hear a lot of it. I don't hear people make acknowledgments like that. So to me, at least, this harkens back to back in my day when intelligence was prized, when people, it was cool to be smart. I mean, you could argue, well, it's never been cool to be smart. We have nerd movies dating back to the 70s and 80s. Sure, you're correct, I would argue. But literally as somebody who does just random research, like I've been on diseases this whole day. Do you know what my line of query at 4 a.m. was today, chat? Literally reached out to Miko, arachnologist friend, right? Are arachnids susceptible to prion diseases? To which people are going to be like, what is a prion disease? It's folded proteins, don't worry about it. If you don't know, you don't know. But then it's like someone's like, wait a minute. He might be onto something here. Not that you're necessarily the most educated in a subject, but cool, legitimizing ADD, being able to just speak. It's how people speak, right? And the more and more that I hear people, the more and more that I'll see certain comments and stuff like that, there are absolutely conversations I've had in the comment section. And generally, there's a way that people present themselves and speak that I will generally vibe with, for lack of a better word. And if they don't speak in certain ways, I just dismiss it in its entirety, right? So this is all to say, Projekt Melody is amazing. You should definitely go check out Projekt Melody if you have not. These are some of those that, I don't care about how many views these get, right? At the end of the day, it's reacting to someone cool. Look at these as passion reacts, right? Like the Isaac Arthur Iron Stars video that we did. Very, very cool. Some of my favorite reactions are some of the reactions that I have the least amount of views, because I get to have a lot of fun with this. And a big thank you to Projekt Melody for being just a source of inspiration. And honestly, someone who I quite literally sent her video that we reacted to, the video regarding censorship and how, like I was talking about earlier, I literally sent that to people being like, man, cognizance that I do not see from 80% of people, the upper end of that bell curve. Actual skill issue for people that like just don't understand that concept. I digress. I'm definitely rambling on. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.